Hello, in this video I'm going to be showing you Prodecoder Automatic Gardиan 4+4, Gardиan 4x4. This is the best tool that you can find for this lock. It's extremely precise. Now, the process, if the lock is brand new, the process can be only automatic. There is a like 90-95% chance that you can open it from the start. If you cannot open it only with the automatic method, you have to work it manually also. So the kit contains this and also those two, which now I'm gonna be showing. Why are these two? Because depending on the lock orientation we insert this, or if it's reversed we insert this. Now I'm gonna be showing that. The first thing we need to do, let's lock it. As you can see, it's cut so that you can be able to see what we are doing. Now, Gardиan 4+4, 4 pins, 8 pins in total. To the right, reset fully. Like this. Insert. Okay, let me. You can watch it here. Slowly I start. The point here is to put the lock in anti-picking. The anti-picking will come whenever this is like this, like clamped. Whenever the lock is new, what I said before, you may overcome the anti-picking from the start. Whenever you have picked it a couple of times, or depending on the lock combination, you have to proceed manually. That's it. Okay, we continue. I hear the clicking and now I stop and nothing, and you can see it here. You can see it now. Whether I eject it or not, it will stay. This was anti-picking. Now I want my lock in anti-picking again, like this. Okay. On this lock I won't be able to overcome the anti-picking, so I will have to proceed with the manual procedure. I will take this tool because this corresponds to this, and now I want to show you the logic behind it. This is how we count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? We start from here and this is the end. Okay. I insert it carefully. I don't want to go out of anti-picking. And I leave it like this. Now I take this and insert it the opposite direction. And now tension is to the left here. This corresponds to the first, so I start touching the first one, and look at it. Whenever I give tension here and here and I leave it, it's not jumpy, it's very hard. Also you can see it here. It's hard. So I write down number 1. Okay, I write down, I have number 1, 1. I proceed on the second one, tension, and again. Very hard one. I go on the third and you see it, it's jumpy. The 4 and the 5 are okay, you don't touch them, you go on the 6. Springy. 7, it's okay. Okay, so 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Let's do it again so that you can see the difference. Look at it. It's not falling. It's hard. This is a matter of practice, of course. It's very easy to distinguish between the hard ones and the springy ones. Now, what do we have from here? We know that the first and the second one are hard. This means that I have to push them with one position, meaning like this. You remember? Let me show you once again. 1, 2. 1, 2. So, one and 2. Just a little bit more than I had to. Like this. Don't forget, you have to get out of anti-picking, otherwise you may break the tool. Remove it from anti-picking, insert it once again, and this is it. The first, now again, is between the plates, you can see it. It's between the plates. I may push it with my finger. Let's imagine we are on a door and I'm on the second position now. Now what do we have here? We have the code from the first turn. With Gardien, this means that for the second turn the cassettes are a reverse position. Position 1 goes to position 8. Position 2 goes to position 7. 3 goes to 6. 4 goes to 5. I have made the picture of the positions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is the exact map on the key. Now you have two options. You can manually adjust them. You can reset it and you can adjust the first to go on the 8, or you can start the unlocking and then readjust them. I will try to readjust them to make the second turn to the right. This means that I have to again go in anti-picking. Don't forget, the 4 and the 5 are always okay, so you have to touch 1, 2, 3 and this 6, 7, 8, which means that the manual procedure is quite easy. You don't have to touch a lot of pins. You insert it once again and you start the opening. Okay. don't forget, there is a great chance for you to overcome the anti-picking just by the automatic method. If not, when you go in anti-picking, you just need to manually touch the plates one by one. This is the only way. Now I'll give a little bit more tension. If you give too much tension, of course the pins may go in zero position. We don't want that. Okay, now you see it again. We are again in anti-picking. We are again in anti-picking. Now if I pull it, or if I do it like this, okay, out of anti-picking. Now with the code I can just do it like this and it stays in anti-picking. And now let's not forget our first initial code. So what do I have here? 1 and 2 should be 7, 8. 7, 8 are now ready. 3 should be 6. 6, okay, it's good. 4 and 5 are always okay, so 4 and 5 are always okay. We have to adjust 8 and 7. 7, 8. So this means that I have to touch the 8th one because it's the only one that it doesn't match. Like this. Now let's compare it once again. Of course you can do it on your phone. Because I'm filming with my phone, I cannot do it. This should be the correct code now. Let's try it. Don't forget, now here you see the anti-picking, but you always must get out of anti-picking, otherwise it won't work. Do it like this. Insert it. And voila. This was the opening. So basically with the first turn you already have the second one. Of course you can manually adjust the pins. I wanted to show you how I did the second turn, how again I was in anti-picking, and I had to just compare the photograph from the first, compare it with the second and see which one is the problematic pin. It's usually 1 or 2. In the first turn it was 2, in the second turn it was just 1. Don't forget, you may not, this is extremely important, you may not touch the pins on the second turn. You do the manual performance only on the first turn, not on the second, because on the second you have nowhere to touch the tongue of the lock. So you do it only on the first turn. I hope this was clear. The procedure is extremely easy. The manual touching is also very distinctive. It's very easy to see the difference between the soft and a hard one. The one is jumpy, the other one it gets stuck. And basically, if you perform it correct, you can open it in 1-2 minutes. Okay, this was Prodecoder Automatic, Gardиан 4+4. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, you can always contact us. Thank you.